Meet Jason, an avid outdoorsman with a passion for exploration and adventure. He's the face behind the YouTube channel Exploring Intuition. Though he hasn't posted in more than 2 years, his collection of daring trips and wild escapes continues to draw viewers. But in this particular clip, what began as just another camping trip turned into something far more unsettling. It was April 19th, 2020. Jason arrived at Shawnee State Forest, planning to spend the night completely alone, camping deep in the wilderness. Excitement carried him as he hiked toward a secluded spot he knew well, eager to set up camp before nightfall. The towering trees swayed gently in the wind, birds called in the distance. It was the perfect setting for solitude. But as he finally reached his campsite, something about the silence gave him pause. An uneasy feeling crept over him.
Hey guys, so I was just getting set up here and I heard some gunshots off in the distance and some people. It's kind of far off, but you know, the people I can handle. This is a public area after all. Gunshots not so much, you know. I'm hoping those just stay where they're at, but I'm gonna continue setting up camp and have a quiet evening hopefully. So after a few adjustments, this is what I ended up with. I had to lower my ridge line a little bit so that my tarp hung out a little closer to my hammock. And here in the hammock, I've got the sleeping bag put in already, and underneath the sleeping bag is this sleeping mat, and that should well keep me pretty well insulated through the night. Like I said, it's only going to get down to about 42, so I should be pretty good to go.
Once his camp was ready, that tension faded, replaced with the calm of a crackling fire and the simple rhythm of gathering wood. But just as he began to relax, the forest shifted. A sound cut through the night, a bark, sharp and distant.
You hear that? It's coon dog, I think. That noise I've been hearing, I think it's people out doing some coon hunting. I think, even though it's kind of early in the day to be doing some coon hunting, I think normally you do that at night, but I'm not an expert. That's what it sounds like to me. Hopefully they don't come back this way, but if they do, I guess they do. We'll have to deal with it. They won't find no coons around here because I've been scaring them away. I'm not sure that's coon dogs now that I hear it. Hope that's not coyotes. Well, I am armed just in case, so I guess we'll see what happens. Part of the fun of being out in the wilderness by yourself.
At first, Jason brushed it off. He'd heard dogs before on his trips. But then the barking stretched, twisting into long, eerie howls. More voices joined in, layering into a chilling chorus. This wasn't just dogs, it was a pack. Coyotes, or something else. A cold shiver ran down his spine. Jason wasn't defenseless. He had brought a weapon, a precaution for solo camping, but the last thing he wanted was to use it. Still, the unease lingered, the fire crackled, dinner sizzled, and for a while, the tension lifted. Then the howls returned, closer this time, much closer. His chest tightened. Leaving wasn't an option. Hiking back through pitch-black forest with only a flashlight would make him even more vulnerable.
Those sound more like wild dogs to me. I don't know what they're going on about. They sound like they're just on the other end of the holler, so I hope they stay there. One dog's not too bad to deal with, but 8 or 9, that could be a problem. So tonight on the menu is going to be some North Atlantic cod. Hopefully it won't attract those hounds in, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do. I don't have enough to go around. They're just going to have to go without for tonight. Well, it sounds like those dogs are getting closer. I might have some trouble tonight. I may have to stop cooking. Who would have thought of all the things you're going to have to deal with in the woods, it's going to be wild dogs. Well, the more I listen, the more I think that those are hunting dogs and somebody's out training them. Because I can hear the guy down there now hollering for him to come back or something like that. For a minute he was doing a whoop, and it freaked me out because I don't know if you guys watch any other videos on the YouTube, but when you're in the middle of the woods and you hear a whoop, that's normally time to get out of the woods. But so far so good. What I'm doing right now is, when I was down doing dishes, is I left my knife in the water, so I'm here to retrieve that. There it is. So right now I'm looking for a place to hang my food bag for the night. It's hard to find any trees with branches close enough to the ground, but I need to find some place kind of far away from camp, because not only are these hounds active in the area, but it's also time for bears to start waking up, and we do have bears in this area now. We didn't used to have them for the longest time, but they're starting to make a comeback. And I think this is going to do it. Yep, that'll do it right up there. Okay guys, so whenever you're hanging your food, as a general rule, I would say you always want to go at least 10 feet off the ground, off the standing range for maybe a bear or something like that. And when you hang it off the branch, you don't want to put too much, or you don't want to hang it too close to the branch itself, so raccoons can reach down and get into it. You know, about a foot and a half from the branch, and kind of far away from the tree itself. Usually a good way to go. That should be pretty good for the night.
Hanging it out of reach to remove any temptation. When he finally crawled into his hammock, the forest was heavy with silence, broken only by the faint crackle of the fire. Unease pressed in as he tried to sleep, every sound in the dark amplified. Throughout the night, he woke to more howls, but this time they seemed further away. Rain soon began to fall, drumming against the leaves and masking the noises, giving him some fragile comfort. By morning, golden sunlight broke through the damp forest. Relief washed over him as he packed his gear, though the questions remained. What had really been out there? Just coyotes? Stray dogs? Or something else watching from the shadows? Jason left Shawnee State Forest that day relieved, but unsettled. It was a camping trip he wouldn't soon forget. This is Nolan. He's no stranger to urban exploration. And neither is his girlfriend, who often joins him in uncovering forgotten places. That day, their target was a massive abandoned mall. At first, it seemed like just another exploration, but it quickly turned into something far more intense.
Alrighty, so we'll go try this first one, and then that one has 2 entrances, that parking garage. Alright, well, let's go to the other one because there's 2 entrances there to the mall itself. This is an awesome mall, it's huge. No, those look old as hell. Now I'd like to get a look into that parking garage. Damn, they did a good job. They might have. It does look new. If this ain't it, we'll go down. Nice. That's good. It's a lot. Oh, are they sealing? Are they sealing it right now? Is that above us? Is that up there? Oh, they might be sealing it. I just want to know where that's coming from. It's either here or it's up on the sky bridge. Maybe he's putting the fences up. Should we go up the stairs?
They slipped into the empty car park, their footsteps echoing through the concrete void. That's when they heard it, faint noises bouncing off the walls. Boards shifting, objects scraping. Someone was there. At first they saw nothing, until a truck came into view, parked in the shadows.
Removing boards, we hear power tools, so we're not sure what's going on, but we want to get an eye on them and see what they're doing.
If he's fixing this place up, he's not walking around with all these materials. He's gonna have a car.
He's got a truck probably up above us. Yeah, we're gonna.
There's a truck, then it's a guy boarding it.
Uh huh.
There's a good chance it's someone opening it.
Yeah. Oh. His truck's up here. He's boarding it. He's definitely boarding it. So no go then, huh? Damn, we might not hit any spots on this trip. No, I don't think, the only thing he could do, he's not security, the only thing he would do is be like, he told me if I saw anybody to call. And then he'd call and we'd be gone by then. Alright, we're gonna come back and we're gonna try it again.
It was clear someone had been working inside the mall, or guarding it. Caution told them to leave, but curiosity pulled them back. Later, they returned and finally found a way in. The air was thick with dust, sunlight barely breaking through cracked skylights and shattered windows. Every step across broken tiles felt like it could give them away. Then it happened again.
No, that's the opening right there. Damn, that place looks nice. What the hell? Ooh. I think we're fine. No one's watching them. There's so many cameras. It's like Stratford. Holy shit. We hear people. Might be explorers. Either that or security.
The noises. Only this time, they weren't alone. A figure appeared in the distance. Nolan and his girlfriend froze, ducking behind a wall. Shouts rang out. The figure had seen them. A security guard. Adrenaline surged as they sprinted down the corridors, the sound of boots chasing them through the mall's hollow halls. They dove into a dark room, holding their breath as more guards' footsteps closed in.
Why did they stop?
Who is it? Oh, it's security. We gotta hide. Wait. Come here. Stop. It's an older guy. It's a couple of them. You know what we're gonna do though? We're gonna run the back the way we came, all the way. They were walking down this way. There might be someone waiting here. I think there was 2 or 3 people. Maybe 2. They're looking for us. If they open that one, we'll go in this one. We just have to run into the store and get the out. Now, if they went to see if that entrance is open, then we're because they're probably in that storm. We should get the out ASAP. Hey, come in here. I think we should just run out the way we came right now. We're gonna walk it until we see them. What?
He was right outside the door. Did you not hear him?
He was a little far down. He can't grab us or anything.
The risk of being caught, or worse, was very real. When the moment came, they bolted. A desperate run through the car park, hearts pounding, until they burst out onto the street and into safety.
Either we go now and hope that he's not there, or we wait in here for a couple hours. But I think they're gonna check this. He's gonna be there, I know it. Damn it.
Don't make a noise in there so they all come in.
Yeah, but they know this connects. Camera. They're already outside, I know it. We just gotta go. You're alone, I don't wanna run. If we have the choice to, sure. If they're smart, they're out here. No way we get away from this. No way we get away.
That night reminded them just how quickly curiosity can turn to fear when you realize abandoned buildings aren't always empty. This video comes from Ragnatrips, a YouTuber known for chasing extreme challenges and pushing himself deep into the wild. But in July 2025, one of those challenges came dangerously close to ending his life. His plan was simple: camp alone overnight on a remote island. To get there, he swam across from the mainland, battling saltwater currents and hidden dangers before finally dragging himself onto the jagged shore. From the very beginning, something about the island felt unsettling. A storm was brewing on the horizon, but he pressed forward. Pushing through palm trees and thick vines, he found a small clearing and set up camp, only to realize he wasn't alone.
Those are pretty ominous looking clouds. I think it's showtime, guys. We've got to start setting up now. We've got to scramble all the stuff under the top so that when that comes and smashes in, at least all the stuff's here. Like, you got like. Okay, relax. It's close. Oh my god. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna have to bank that. This one's intense. don't want to have to spend the night. Where's the bivy bag? I'm gonna have the bivy bag ready in case all hell breaks loose. That's scary, bro. Where the hell is the bivy bag? Right now we just need this top to hold up, that wind to stay down, and hopefully it's gonna handle this.
Huge spiders crawled across the ground nearby, a constant reminder of how exposed he truly was. By nightfall, the storm struck in full force. Winds tore through the trees, rain slammed down in sheets, and thunder cracked so violently it felt like the island itself was shaking. His makeshift tarp buckled under the onslaught as lightning split the sky. Exhausted, soaked, and terrified, he lay awake wondering if he would make it through the night.
Hold up, buddy, hold up. It's actually good to check like if this thing leaks at all. That's a bit loose, that side. Coffee in a can.
When morning finally broke, the storm had passed, but his ordeal was far from over. To leave the island, he had to swim back through the ocean. The shallows were littered with sharp sea urchins, each step a potential disaster as he fought his way into deeper water. Somehow, battered and drained, he reached the mainland. He survived, but only just. With the sea, the storm, and the island itself against him, one mistake could have cost him everything. This is Gaz, an experienced outdoorsman, who set off on another wild camping trip with his loyal dog, Fendi. What was supposed to be a peaceful escape into nature quickly turned into something far darker. Their journey began near a quiet lake, where Gaz noticed something unsettling, an abandoned tent hidden along the shore. He made a note to check it out later and carried on with his hike. The day was perfect: waterfalls, forest trails, and the calming rhythm of the wild. By evening, he and Fendi had returned to camp.
Put your night vision goggles back on so you can see me. And then we'll go find the druid's altar. What are you doing? Oh yeah.
As the fire crackled, Gaz brewed a coffee and settled in. But the peace didn't last. Strange noises echoed from the trees, then a loud crash. His instincts sharpened. Something, or someone, was out there.
What was that? Did you hear that? Definitely sounded like a tree falling down from over there somewhere. Kept hearing stuff up behind me, and then big crash right over there, but I can't see out through trees. Predator.
At first he tried to dismiss it as wildlife, but when he pressed deeper into the woods, the darkness seemed heavier, almost suffocating. That's when he found it.
I can hear rustling over here, but I don't know if it's just my imagination playing tricks on me. Oh, this is a bit dodgy, isn't it? Be careful, mate. Oh, look at this. Yeah, tawny owls going off their heads down there. 3 of them. There it is over there. There it is, look, the tent. Hello? Hello? There's rubbish everywhere. Oh. Just looks like kids have been in here. Oh, I don't know. Oh, there you go. That answers it, doesn't it? Fendi, shit me pants then, mate. Oh, look. Bong there and cream of tomato soup.
A strange stone structure, carefully built, not by nature, but by human hands. Someone had taken time to create this. Moving further in, he reached the abandoned tent. Scattered belongings lay inside, left behind in a hurry, or abandoned for a reason. The unease grew. On the way back, splashing echoed across the lake, then glowing eyes appeared in the distance. Fendi growled, Gaz froze. His headlamp flickered, then went out.
Oh, my head torch seems to be running out of battery now. Watch, it'll dim in a minute. Keeps dimming. Great. That's all we need. Oh, definitely just saw eye shine over there. Oh, fucking head torch. Oh, maybe it was a Wendigo.
In the darkness, he stumbled across another structure. Inside lay an upside-down Bible, strange markings covering its pages. The air turned colder, the woods unnaturally silent.
Oh, do we dare even come in here? Holy Bible. That says the end there. Is it upside down? Why would it be upside down? It's Genesis, the first passage of the Bible, I don't know. It's got some scribbling on there. Can't make out what it says. something or other. Eastwood, Todmorden, 1995. That's creepy, isn't it? Upside down Bible.
Was this a warning, a ritual, or something worse? Shaken to his core, Gaz retreated to camp, unsure if he had brushed against the supernatural or stumbled into something far more dangerous. This clip comes from the YouTube channel Leslie Mansfield, where Leslie shares her outdoor adventures. Normally, her videos are lighthearted and uplifting, celebrations of nature, solitude, and exploration. But this trip was different. On January 26, 2025, her solo wild camping adventure took a frightening turn. Leslie set out with excitement, eager to spend a quiet night deep in the forest. The crisp winter air and long shadows of the setting sun made the wilderness feel calm and secluded, exactly what she was looking for.
It's a nice area and all. Ooh, what's happening here? Bridleway diversion route. Well, I'm not on a horse, so am I allowed? Bridleway closed. We're felling the diseased and dying ash trees along this bridleways. Great. That means I'll be all alone, except if other naughty people who are willing to go through tape come down here. Oh. Let's have a look at where I'm going.
Ignoring the no trespassing signs, she pushed further off the trail, determined to find the perfect spot before darkness fell. That's when she noticed it. A figure, distant but moving, watching. Her pulse quickened, a chill racing down her spine. Determined not to panic, she pressed on and found a small clearing tucked away between thick trees and bushes. Hidden, she felt safer.
Be walking down the bottom of the valley there with a torch. I'm sure they're fine and innocent, but I've turned all my lights off until they've walked by. That person with the torch going along, I was about to set the camera up and I was about to say, oh, I'm on a hilltop and I can see they're about to leave the valley, so that's good. But they didn't. They came back and sort of towards the tent, and I just thought, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Pat, the camera, in fact the camera is what I was worried about. First time I've used this, Insta360, my first ever camera. It's funny how I was packing that, wanting to make sure that was okay. And my hip belt I wear, so it's got my mobile and keys, so I just got my rucksack on and left the tent and hid down in the trees to make sure they went, because I also wanted to check what they were doing rather than just, you know, me leaving. And eventually they left. I don't know, I was spooked by then, so I found a different spot. Hello. Of course I'm wearing my mountain jacket, so with all the stress I'm boiling.
For a while, the tension faded, replaced by the rustle of leaves and the comfort of setting up her camp. But the uneasy feeling never fully left. Every sound seemed louder, every shadow closer. Then it happened. The sharp beam of a flashlight cut through the trees. Leslie froze. Was it the same figure she'd seen before? Or someone else? The sense of being watched was undeniable. Her heart pounded. Instinct took over. Leslie tore down her tent, stuffed her belongings into her pack, and left immediately. She didn't look back. The forest that had felt so serene now felt suffocating, like a trap. Every step back toward her car was charged with adrenaline, every shadow a potential threat. When she finally reached her vehicle, locking the doors behind her, relief washed over her. She didn't know if the person in the woods had bad intentions, or if it was just another hiker. But she did know one thing. Her instincts had been right, and listening to them had kept her safe.